Let me ask you something. Do you trust your body to tell you when it's hungry, or do you second guess it every single time? For so many women, hunger feels like betrayal, cravings feel like weakness, and that's exactly what's keeping you stuck in your current eating behaviors. Today, we're going to talk about rebuilding the trust between you and your body. Heal hunger and let's stop fighting those cravings. My name is Almira Hinton. I am the RN Health Coach and creator of the podcast Nurses Notes by Almira. You can find me on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and of course, Spotify. So tune in and have a listen. But today we're going to go back and we're going, not back, but we're going to rebuild the trust in our bodies. We want to heal the hunger. Okay. Most of us were raised in a diet culture where we were taught to ignore our bodies and follow the rules. Sometimes the rules were, clean your plate, you have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then the commercial industry introduced us to snacks and made it okay to snack, to have something on the side, to have something in between the real meals, okay? And these things were all full of processed food. So our bodies really got confused, all right? Body trust means tuning back in, understanding real hunger, being able to identify fullness and identify emotional needs and hormonal signals. Remember, we have those two hormones that tell us when we're full and will tell us when we're hungry. When you override your body again and again, your metabolism and your self-confidence take a hit, all right? And a lot of that, much of that is all over these processed foods. They have so many artificial ingredients in them that our bodies don't understand, that make our bodies act in a way that's not normal. Remember, I told you sometimes some foods, some additives to food mimic estrogen. And remember, estrogen is a fat storing hormone. So if you're intaking a lot of these foods that confuse the body and increase things like estrogen, and it makes you want to store more fat. So you're overriding your body's natural signals. All right. Now, let's talk for just a minute about the science of hunger and cravings. Ghrelin and leptin. And if you go back a few episodes, I talk extensively about these two hormones. One is your hunger hormone, and one is your satiety hormone or your hormone that tells you you're full. They can become dysregulated with chronic dieting or stress. Okay. And again, particularly with the eating of processed foods. A lot of time, processed foods just have a bunch of chemicals in them. They either have too much sugar, they don't have any fat in them, or the fat isn't good for you that's in them, or they're totally missing the fiber that's in it. So your body gets totally confused, and then you can't trust your body because your body might be asking for, more protein or something. And because you've been eating these high processed foods that it can't tell a fat from a fig or sugar from any other type of food that your body actually needs to grow and to repair, that it just gets totally confused. And the big part too is being dehydrated. If your body isn't properly hydrated, you'll miss that signal that says, hey, it's time, you need some water, you need some fluids. But if you're just eating, the body says, well, I can't get fluid any other way but telling them to eat. And then I have to suck the fluid out of whatever food that they're eating because you've ignored or you've misread the signal for hydration. Body's totally confused. Or sometimes emotional eating can mask unmet needs. Your need for feeling safe, your need for rest, your need for love, your need for connection or being able to talk and express yourself. Emotional eating can mask those unmet needs. Healing hunger means addressing physical cues and emotional triggers. Okay. So, how do we rebuild that trust in our bodies? Start by responding to hunger with compassion. not restriction. Incorporate mindfulness or a quick meditation to reset before meals, or maybe even journal, trying to figure out, am I really hungry right now? Or am I frustrated? Am I tired? Or is this some other emotional trigger that's driving this hunger? So you need to figure this out, rebuild the trust with your body and with food. Don't get angry because you're hungry. Figure out what's missing. What wasn't in that last meal that I eat? Or did you have a last real meal? And the other part is, was that meal something that your body could really use? Or was it just full of processed foods that had no fiber, that had no real sugar or glucose in it, and that had no fat to promote the satiety? Analyze that to rebuild that trust. Start feeding your body real meals and real food. Tools that you can practice with. Try a check in or a pause, like we talked about with that journaling before eating. Take a breath, do a body scan. Are you thirsty? Are you really hungry? What is it that your body really needs? Take a moment and try to sort that out. Try another tool could be try gentle fasting or intuitive eating. Both are tools, not rules. Gentle fasting may look like something like, okay, you've had breakfast. Did it include a fat, a sugar, and some fiber? Did you really fuel your body with what it needs? That'll help you start to begin to build that trust factor back in. That, okay, I had that meal just a couple of hours ago, so maybe I need hydration. And setting something like, let's look at trying to eat maybe every 4 hours and not having those snacks because I ate a meal that should have satisfied my protein needs, my sugar and glucose needs, and my fiber needs. So perhaps now I'm just thirsty, and let's look at hydration before we take on another meal. Say it out loud. My body isn't the enemy, but I'm learning to listen with love, with care, with attention, with intention on healing that relationship. All right. So if you feel this message has supported you or you had some aha moment, be sure and put it in the comment section. And if you feel it could support someone else, be sure and share with them. Be sure and listen and subscribe so you can get the entire 30 videos. This is video number 21. And comment any aha moments that you have or any questions you might have. Be sure and maybe go to my website and click on book now if you want to have a short conversation about what that healing process could look like for you. Okay. I'd love to hear from you. Now, closing reflection, day 21 or video 21. Look to trust your body. Your body is the opposite of punishment. It's the deepest act of self care, learning to trust your body. When you stop fighting your cravings and start honoring your body, that's when the healing can begin. And so it's very important that the foods that you take in are there to honor your body, to heal your body, and to fuel your body to grow as well as repair. So it's why it's so important to get those cues in place. Stop fighting and start working with your body so that that healing can begin. All right. Now, your reflection prompt for today. Where have I ignored or overwritten my body in the past? And what might change if I choose to listen instead? And again, I tell you, make sure that your body is well hydrated and well fueled so that you can rebuild that trust relationship with it. All right. Ready to break that cycle of guilt and restriction and shame? Visit thernhealthcoach.com. That's www.thernhealthcoach.com for your companion guide, or mention it here in the comment section and reach out if you don't already have the companion guide because it has bonus journaling prompts in here about these past 21 videos. And let me know in the comment section, what's one way you're learning to trust your body again? Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you very soon on video number 22, Rebuilding Trust. Hope to see you very soon. Thank you so much for listening.